Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
Oh, hi.
Today we are going to wander the desert because we have two cocktails for the movie, The Doors.
No, Ma, I ain't drinking.
The Doors chronicles the rise and tumultuous life of rock legend Jim Morrison as he leads his band through the explosive late 1960s music scene. Fueled by creativity, excess, and rebellion, Morrison's journey is a wild ride toward fame and self-destruction.
Our first cocktail is bound to quickly heat things up, and that is Light My Fire.
I'm the poet and you're my muse.
And our second cocktail will be putting out that fire with Riders on the Storm.
Everything is beautiful.
Before we take cover from the storm, let's heat things up with Light My Fire.
For Light My Fire, you're going to need Jack Daniels, Cacao Water, granulated sugar, xanthan gum, moonshine, lavender oil, mint oil, ube oil, Peychauds Bitters.
In a mixing glass, combine 3 bar spoons of granulated sugar and an 1/8 bar spoon of xanthan gum. Stir well to combine. Add 2 ounces of Jack Daniels and 1 ounce of cacao water. Use a frother and mix until thickened. Strain into a coupe and drop in mint oil, lavender oil, ube oil, and Peychauds Bitters to look psychedelic. Float a 1/4 ounce moonshine on top and set on fire. And here is Light My Fire. We didn't want to be too cliche, but I mean, how can you have a drink called Light My Fire and not actually light it on fire?
I think it's hot.
We incorporated Jack Daniels in here because apparently Jim Morrison was a really, really big fan. And then we also put a bunch of mint oils and lavender oil and ube oil on top as well, right?
Can you dig that?
Along with Peychauds Bitters, which add a little bit of flavor to it and some texture, but really not a whole lot. The predominant flavor you're gonna get here is the Jack. That's really what we're featuring.
Okay. Right, groovy.
And we have cacao water in there as well. Again, that is to bring out the flavors of the Jack and maybe kind of mute some of the
Bitiness.
harshness.
Yeah.
Come on!
With all the oils and the xanthan gum, you do get a nice, smooth, sort of creamy texture to this cocktail. And you wouldn't maybe necessarily expect that.
It feels great.
So we did add a lot of different colored oils into this cocktail because we really wanted to pay tribute to sort of the live performances. They would have these like liquid shows projected on screens behind them.
It was the dawn of psychedelic rock and jazz. And I think that the Doors were strongly attributed to promoting or even creating this genre of music.
I don't know about that.
So we don't have a lot of cocktails like this because this is a room temperature cocktail. And when you light it on fire and let it burn for a while, it is literally a hot cocktail. So
I'm lying, I am afraid.
You definitely want to be careful. So disclaimer here, if you've lit it on fire, depending how much moonshine you put on top, it might burn for a little bit. The glass will get very hot. Check my thumb out.
Life hurts a lot more.
We recommend that you put out the fire, let it sit at room temperature for a while.
Waste of time.
Well, I think it's time to cool things down and move on to our next cocktail, right?
Yeah, but before we do that, we'd like to stop you for just 1 second and ask that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like this video, it really helps us out.
All right, let's mix up Riders on the Storm.
Ride the snake.
We're going to be using a coconut water sphere, mezcal, absinthe, prickly pear syrup, fresh lime juice, burnt sugar syrup, aquafaba, black salt, and soda water.
In a highball, combine 1 ounce mezcal, 1/2 ounce absinthe, 3/4 ounce prickly pear syrup, and 1/2 ounce fresh lime juice. Using a frother, emulsify. Add a coconut sphere and stir until chilled. In a mixing glass, combine 1/4 ounce burnt sugar syrup, 1/2 ounce aquafaba, and 1 bar spoon of black salt. Using the frother, froth until foamy. Add 1/2 ounce of soda water and continue to froth for a few seconds. Pour over cocktail along the edge of the glass. Top with soda water poured down the center. Here we have Riders on the Storm.
So with this cocktail, we really wanted to incorporate some ingredients that were sort of representative of the song and also the band as a whole. So we do have a little absinthe in there. It's a little psychedelic.
Instead of oneness, I feel isolation.
We have the prickly pear syrup. So Jim Morrison, as you see in the movie, really wants his band members to go out into the desert and take peyote.
I'm not thinking right.
We couldn't find any of that, but what we could find was prickly pear syrup. And prickly pears, it's a fruit that grows on cactuses. Well, peyote is a flower that grows on cactus, so it's a pretty good substitute.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I think it's a delicious one too. Prickly pear has sort of this very sweet flavor, almost cotton candy-esque. On top of that, it's a bit citrusy.
What?
It's such an interesting flavor to mix with the like licorice-ness of the absinthe, and then we got the smokiness of the mezcal in there as well.
Hey, come on, you don't know when to stop.
But you can't have a storm without a nice pillowy cloud, a dark cloud. So that's where you kind of came up with this salt foam topper we have here.
Yes, there's salt foam and burnt sugar syrup in there.
I can feel it in my bones.
It adds that bit of smokiness as well as just a little bit of sweetness and a slight bit of bitterness from being burnt.
How much?
The song itself has this sort of a little bit of an eerie kind of undertone to it. I love how they put the actual thunder and lightning and you hear the rain in the song. Just one of my favorite Doors songs.
Yes, and in the movie, the opening scene is his family supposedly driving through the desert in this sepia-toned situation. And then every time he kind of starts in a trance, it's like, again, desert Native American presence. And so this was just like a fun color and combination and flavors. All of those just came together really well.
Let's just say I was testing the bounds of reality.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's bring Light My Fire back in here. Yeah, so this definitely one of the first biopics that was really out there that I can remember. Now they come out like, every 6 months, it seems like.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oliver Stone directed it. Val Kilmer, phenomenal performance, right up there with his performance in Tombstone as Doc Holliday.
I'm your huckleberry.
Yeah, and we recently watched a really interesting documentary on the making of, where they interviewed like Oliver Stone and Patricia, who was
Sort of the
depicted
side
as the
lady.
Yeah, she was the side lady, but ultimately they ended up getting married in this Celtic ceremony. She did not like how her character was depicted. The only thing that she says was completely accurate was the marriage ceremony, and that was because she was the priestess that was officiating, and she made darn sure that was done properly.
It was authentic.
You ever tried drinking blood?
This movie did have a little bit of controversy. Initially, when the keyboardist, Ray Manzarek, was shown the script, he didn't like it at all.
There's just a bigger picture, that's all.
But ultimately, the other band members signed off on it.
It's not about money.
I remember the first time I watched this, I became a huge Doors fan. I bought their greatest hits, got a bunch of t-shirts, as you can see here. Yes, we are wearing, t-shirts of the band while we're making the episode. We're not at a show, we're not at a concert, so I think it's okay.
Give him a double.
Yeah, this is a really fun biopic, and it's kind of fun that it's become a very popular genre.
Pay attention. You could get rich.
Yeah, it is definitely a popular genre now. I don't think it's quite reached Marvel status where people are getting sick of them yet, because they are picking some very interesting characters for these biopics.
You're the one they want.
I think there's one coming out soon about Bruce Springsteen. Last year we had one with Bob Dylan.
Well, I think it would be interesting to watch more biopics.
Come on, you guys, not tonight.
So tell us which biopic you think we should watch next.
What one should we make cocktails for? A Bob Dylan one might be kind of fun.
Yeah.
David Bowie, Bohemian Rhapsody, the 80s. There were some wild parties back then. We could get real creative.
Yes, we could, for sure.
All right, well, until next week, we got 2 more cocktails and 1 more movie, but we got to go.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.